Welcome, beautiful souls. This reading is healing messages and guidance from your chakras. We're going to start off with a cleanse, and I'm going to do a brief overview of each chakra, and then I'll do another review of what they mean once we actually get into each chakra group. The timestamps are down below if you just want to watch them, but let's just start on slowly relaxing our body, cleansing our energy. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Take a nice, slow, deep inhale through your nose. Fill up your lungs and breathe out through your mouth. Let all that tension, negativity, and any harmfulness go. We're calling in loving messages. Another deep inhale. And exhale. There is no rush. Everything happens in divine timing. Think before rushing in and let it all go. There's a chakra candle burning. It's from the heart chakra down. If you don't know what the chakras are, they are the energy centers within our body. There's 7 main ones down the center of our body, but there's over 200 smaller ones within. I'm referring to the 7 major ones throughout this entire reading. There's a selenite crystal that has a crystal for each chakra. So these are going to just be healing the chakras throughout the entire video. Starting from the base of our spine, right where the perineum is, it's the skin between our genitals and the anus. This is our grounding chakra. It's what connects us to the physical plane. It's connecting us from our soul to our body. This is our sense of safety, security, survival, and stability. I call it the 4 S's. But this is also our boundaries and our family. It's where we draw the line between us and someone else. This is our home chakra. It's located physically to our actual body, every single part of it, but also specifically from our hips down, because it's our feet that truly ground us to the ground. And this is our tree chakra. It's called a root chakra because it grounds us and builds our roots, both with the family, friends, career. It's physically what's connecting us here. Next is the sacral chakra. This is our pleasure, our sensuality, our emotions, our desire. It's physically connected to our reproductive system, our pelvis, and our creativity. Next, we have the solar plexus chakra. This is our sense of self, our worth, our self-esteem, our purpose, and our self-control, our willpower. It's physically connected to our digestive system, our kidneys, and the adrenal glands. It's about the lumbar spine area, which is our lower back vertebrae. It's connected to those muscles and the organs. It's also connected to our diaphragm, which is where we truly breathe when we breathe through our belly and our abdomen. Next is the heart chakra. This is our love, our passion, our desire, and even though our soul is connected through all of them, I feel this is the strongest one because once our hearts stop beating, our souls leave our body. So the soul is super connected to our heart. That is where we love. Our soul is love, and it's our passion. It's what we love to do. This is where we connect everyone. It's physically connected to our cardiovascular system, which is the heart, our respiratory system, which is the lungs, and it's also connected to our chest, our shoulders, and our hands. Our hands are our ways of actually creating things. The creativity starts in our mind and in our sacral chakra, but it's our heart chakra that actually helps us to create these things that we love and do these things that we love. Our 5th one is our throat chakra. It's connected to our truth, our communication, but it's also how we receive other people's truth. And it's our self-expression. It's where our internal frequency and vibration is expressed outwardly body. It's connected to our entire throat, the cervical spine, which is the neck vertebrae. It's also connected to our ears. Then we have the third eye chakra. This is connected to our perception, our dreams, our imagination, and our intuition. This is where we see in our mind's eye. This is where we hear clairaudient messages. It's physically connected to the pineal gland and the pituitary gland, but it's also connected to our eyes because that is how we perceive the world. We have these filters and lenses, and our third eye chakra is how we perceive everything, what type of mindset we have. Lastly, we have the crown chakra. This is right at the top of our head. This is connected to our thoughts, our knowledge, our wisdom, and our higher consciousness, so our soul and the universe, Mother Gaia. It's where we're connected to everyone else, including animals, objects, elements. It's our oneness chakra. Let's get into the first one. The root chakra is our grounding chakra. It's where we connect our soul to the material and physical world. It's our tree chakra. It's what keeps us stable and grounded. It's also connected to our family and our boundaries. It's physically connected to our entire body, but also specifically from the pelvis down. It's what actually keeps us on this ground. So the chakra wisdom cards, they probably won't all be for the root chakra, but the messages that come out are for the root chakra. When it comes to your emotional stability and your emotional health, I feel like you're collecting as a quantity over quality. Look at how many bowls she has over here that are empty, but it looks fulfilling. Verse over here, there's only one, but it is so colorful and bright and fulfilling. You're settling, you're not happy, your heart isn't in it. This could be work. You're settling for something in your work, or even maybe in your self-care routine. You're doing what's almost like the bare minimum, but you're really not giving yourself your all, which you need to. You might need to do some research, but also movement and yoga. Just using your body and grounding yourself and your body is really important right now. Feeling everything, meditation, quiet, stillness, aromatherapy, creative writing, diving into your subconscious, journaling, decluttering, and expressing yourself in a way that makes you feel confident, being your most authentic self. There's two different messages here. The first is, one, not dwelling on the past, but also having a balance between admiring yourself and the good times, but also understanding that there are still good times ahead. You don't need to give up. You can still appreciate where you are right now. And by reflecting on the past, you can see how much you have grown and healed and changed and how far you've come because you have overcome your worst days. That is so beautiful. The very first thing I heard with this card is keeping your heart on lockdown. Being brave enough to feel your emotions fully and not keeping them hidden. Allowing yourself to love where you are and what you do, and taking the scary, necessary steps that you need to get to where you would like to go. It might be a little bit slower, but it will be worth the process and it will feel so much better. You can do it. The very first card is the fifth chakra, the throat chakra, creative expression. I am committed to sharing and revealing my thoughts and feelings by being creative in my communication style and using expressive language. I express myself through talking, singing, sighing, laughing, and crying, and through using my creative talents. I consciously use my senses to experience my world more fully. I see, hear, smell, and feel more, and I become more aware of my surroundings, such as the weather, aromas, people, nature, sounds, and sights. Third chakra, solar plexus, the warrior. I embrace my inner strength, power, and resilience, and I allow myself to shine. I unfold my full potential as an empowered person with a true sense of who I am. I grow in consciousness as I overcome and transcend life's challenges. I need the warrior inside me for the journey ahead, and I am courageous in moving forward. Third chakra, solar plexus, self-discipline. My self-discipline and willpower will significantly help me in my efforts to move forwards and grow. I am free of the need for the approval of others. I face every challenge with determination and courage, and I am determined to live my life to its full potential. I am strong and capable. My actions speak louder than my words. Fifth chakra, throat chakra, connect with spirit. I develop a quiet mind that allows me to tune in and get in touch with my higher self or my spirit. I listen for the guidance that is there waiting for me to hear. I am open to the truth and I welcome spiritual inspiration from others. I will benefit greatly by practicing meditation and stillness. I ask for inner guidance to assist me in getting more in touch with my spirit. I know that if I ask for guidance, it will be given. Lastly, we have the sixth chakra, third eye chakra, acknowledge spirit. I trust in a higher source and I acknowledge my direct connection with it. In the stillness, I listen for the wisdom inside and I am open to the spirituality that is within and all around me. I know that love is the creative force. I meditate and welcome mystical truths. I am open to seeking guidance in my spiritual quests from a spiritual teacher, master, or guru. That's gonna end this reading for the root chakra. Messages, guidance, and advice from your sacral chakra. The sacral chakra deals with your creativity, your emotions, your sensuality, and your pleasure. It's typically blocked from guilt and shame. It's physically connected to the pelvis, the bladder, the reproductive system, and part of your digestion, the wheel. I want to point out the orange because that's the color of the sacral chakra. So maybe eating more oranges, carrots, just orange colored fruits and vegetables. Eating with the chakras in general, we're supposed to have a wide variety of the rainbow, but organically, not eating like every color of the rainbow and Skittles and M&Ms and things that don't revive you, but grounding yourself and having a solid foundation within and taking better care of your health and your body. Balance. Everything can be okay to a certain degree in moderation, but it's when you overdo it is when it's way too much. Embrace your hobbies, do your hobbies, make time for yourself, get off the phone, get off the screens, pet animals, connect to cats if you have any, get comfortable, and get in touch with your creativity. Write, draw, paint, create, make things. Allow your creativity to come through without overthinking it or ignoring it. Express yourself in a way that makes you feel confident and in control. Looking at your inner courage and your inner strength, having appreciation and gratitude for your own strength. We have the masculine and feminine energy in every single person. Finding the balance between your dominant, protective, action-oriented light self with your soft, slow, feminine, bold, independent self. Don't be ashamed of being who you are. You deserve pleasure in all aspects of your life. Patience. I just heard patience, my dear. Everything in divine timing. Allow yourself to feel it is such a gift. Have fun while you're in this phase. Nurture yourself. Work with the moon phases. Do rituals. If you don't want to do a ritual every single day, do one for every single moon phase. The dark moon, the waxing crescent, the waxing gibbous, the full moon, the waning gibbous, and the waning moon. And then pay attention to what's actually going outside outwardly when it comes to the energy of the planetary alignment. So before I even look at the chakra wisdom cards, I'm gonna let you know not every single one is going to be for the sacral chakra, but just take the messages that come out. It doesn't have to be sacral chakra related, but they are related to all 7. Honestly, when the first sacral chakra card popped out, it would have been amazing. Here's another another one if it was all sacral chakra. All right, second chakra, sacral chakra, sensuality. I encourage myself to express my sensuality and emotions creatively using all my faculties, including touch, voice, and actions, and creative abilities such as art, craft, music, acting, cooking, gardening, and writing. I practice being aware of and enjoying my senses, being nourished and stimulated by the natural world, such as by landscapes, people, weather, animals, aromas, and sounds. Maybe doing ASMR for yourself and for others. Fourth chakra, heart chakra, radiate warmth and sincerity. I am open to sharing, accepting, communicating, and connecting with others as I focus on this moment, not the past or the future. A smile, a kind-hearted way of speaking, or a hug goes a long way towards uplifting others. I offer care and support where I can without rescuing. I nurture and respect my relationships. Respect comes from within. If you cannot respect yourself, you cannot expect to respect anyone else, and vice versa. If someone continues to disrespect themselves, why do you think they'll give you any respect? Switching the mindset to understanding that nothing is personal, no matter how deeply it feels that way. A lot of people are projecting their own pain onto other people, and they're also projecting their own love and acceptance and gratitude and peace. Seeing it for the truth of the fact that every single person's actions and beliefs are a reflection of what's going on within them, including your own. Taking back the power of your words, your choices and decisions, and your actions. Next up, we have the seventh chakra, crown chakra, selflessness. I am kind to all. I am aware that everything I do or say affects others. I will help those who seek it, and I will seek out ways to be of service. I develop an attitude of looking for ways to help others instead of always waiting to be asked. Everything I do from a spiritual perspective, and I put my heart into it. Second chakra, sacral or sacral. I've heard it pronounced both ways. Sexuality. I honor and respect my sexuality, and I allow the natural flow of my feelings. I acknowledge that my sexual thoughts and feelings will arise, and I release unnecessary guilt regarding sex. I am open to the positive sensual feelings coming to me from others. At the same time, I keep my sexual activities well direct and in balance. Lastly, we have throat chakra, truthfulness. I am truthful and honest with myself. I aim to overcome any fears about speaking my truth, and I speak in a loving, considerate way. My personal empowerment comes from telling the truth and letting others know who I am. Others will be positively uplifted when they hear my truth, and I take care not to exaggerate in order to impress them. I am careful not to let my mind mislead me, and in turn, others. I avoid gossiping or speaking negatively of others. That's gonna end this chakra reading. Messages, guidance, and advice from the solar plexus chakra. The solar plexus chakra is our purpose, our sense of self, our self-worth, our willpower. It's also our positivity, and it's connected to our upper mid-abdomen. So this is around the top of the lumbar spine, which is the lower back. It's connected to our diaphragm, which is where we breathe lower in our abdomen. It's also connected to our digestive system, specifically the stomach, the liver, the gallbladder, pancreas, and spleen. It's also connected to the kidneys, which is our urinary system, where it filters all of the urine, and our adrenal glands, which is our hormone production, part of it at least. And it's connected to part of our large intestine and small intestine, or intestines. There is so much fire in here, and that's the element that the solar plexus is connected to. It's our passion, our purpose. It's what makes us happy. It's the reason that we even came here to begin with. We have the Two of Pentacles. Two is about balance. Right now, balancing the physical, material, body, finances with the spiritual, the manifestation, the energy, but also control with surrender. Allowing your creativity to burn brightly and finding that spark, expressing yourself outwardly. You are worthy of success. You're worthy of achievement and desire. You're also worth being seen and heard. You deserve victory. Keep holding out for what you want. Focus on what you want and let go of what does not align with what you're looking for. There's so many opportunities out there, and a lot of it is a test. The universe will give you something that you might think you want, and once you have it, you don't actually feel fulfilled. It's a test. It's also a test when someone comes back and you're there to close the door. Not every opportunity is meant for you, so closing the door on the ones that are not, that don't feel right, that don't fulfill you, letting it go so you can feel enjoyment. You have enough. You don't need any more. You have enough. Be grateful for everything that you have. Focus on strengthening your connections, but being kind, playful, and fun, free, moving, and just feeling satisfied in all you have. The chakra wisdom cards are not going to be aligned with the solar plexus, and that is okay. The messages are still meant for you. We have the 5th chakra, throat chakra, willpower and determination. I set clear boundaries for my own behavior, and I cultivate a strong will by being true to myself. I use my willpower to accomplish my daily tasks and spiritual goals, and to encourage uplifting thoughts and behaviors in myself. Doing this will assist me on the next stage of my physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual growth. I stay in touch with my positive thoughts and truth by avoiding substance abuse. My will is strong and my mind is clear. Substance doesn't have to be drugs and alcohol. It can be food, cell phones, escapism, books. Substance is anything that you're using too much. Even escape in moderation can be okay. 6th chakra, 3rd eye chakra, imagination. I use my imagination as I create and pursue my dreams and wishes. I ask myself, what do I want? My thoughts create my reality at the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual levels. I use this power to create harmonious relationships between all these levels. I imagine the life I would like to have, and I encourage my thoughts to be truthful, wise, and discerning. In the quietness of meditation, I see and hear the truth. It's truly amazing how aligned these two cards are with the messages that have come through. That's gonna end the solar plexus chakra. Let's move to the heart chakra. Messages, guidance, and advice for the heart chakra. What the heart chakra is, it's connected to our love, our pleasure, actually more of just our love. It's what binds our heart to our physical body. When the heart stops beating, our soul leaves the body. It's where we connect with other people, and it's where we energetically touch others and how we accept other people's love. It's where we physically create, because not only is it connected to our cardiovascular, which is the heart system, or the respiratory system, which is the lungs, it's also physically connected to our hands, our shoulders, and our arms and forearms. It's how we can put our energy into this world. Be free. Allow your heart to run wild. You don't need to be in constant battle with yourself. I know self-control can feel so difficult sometimes, but it's possible. Be free. Run. The way she's holding her love, you know you have this depth and this beauty to your love, but you've been hurt so many times that you're just trying to protect yourself. But when you protect yourself so strongly, you prevent yourself from actually experiencing the love and the beauty that will come your way when you actually allow yourself to be seen and to show up in the world. Embrace your solitude and use it wisely. Don't use it to doom scroll on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, wherever. Use it to create and to connect with yourself and to take care of yourself. If you say you don't have time, you do. You just need to use it in a more efficient way. You can never get that time back, so you need to make sure that you're using it wisely. You are wealthy. You are abundant. There is so much to be grateful for, and just saying thank you, universe, and thank you, body, for taking care of me, for meeting my needs, and for providing me these opportunities can make a world of difference. You are seriously shifting your energy into a completely different different reality and perspective, because there are so many different realities in this world, and you're just matching that one. I feel like where you want to be, you're actually already there. You may have different goals now, but you have what you have always wanted in the past. There's something to be grateful for, whether that's being an adult and having freedom, it's driving a car, it's having a shelter, having food, being healthy, being alive, having hope. There are things that your past self has wanted, and you are there. You've made it. You've survived. You are a strong warrior. You are transmuting by letting these things end. And when I'm recording this, and depending on when it's uploaded, it is currently a waning gibbous, which means that it's still more than halfway full, but it's getting darker. This is the time to shed, to release, and to let go. This is the autumn season, and outside it's actually spring, but the moon phase is autumn. It's fall. It's letting go, surrendering, releasing, accepting the change and the ending, because the only thing that is truly consistent is change. The world continues to spin. Every single second is change, and it's a new beginning. There's just so much freedom to that, and you have so much control over your fate and your life. You are in control. Not every single card will be associated with the heart chakra, but the affirmations on the chakra wisdom cards can still resonate. So take those messages. They don't have to be connected with the heart chakra to resonate. First is the third chakra, solar plexus, oneness and unity. I accept the oneness of all life, and I know I am one with all others on this journey. I support them and let them support me. I am brave and not afraid to ask for assistance. I allow myself to empathize and sympathize with others, and I choose to see the love in all around me. I see everything as part of my own life, and I accept others for who they are. I find common ground with others rather than differences, as this brings harmony into my life and theirs. Next is the first chakra, base chakra, also known as the root, responsibility. I plant myself on solid ground by consistently taking responsibility and having personal accountability for all that I do. I allow others to depend on me being responsible. My actions speak louder than my words. I rise above excesses and overindulgences as I forgive myself for my past indiscretions. I know I could not have acted in a more evolved way than I was able to at the time. Next is the second chakra, sacral chakra, or sacral chakra, well-being. I honor and respect my body by giving it what it deserves to thrive. I provide myself with the best of food, exercise, water, relaxation, therapeutic treatments, and thoughts. I only consume foods and liquids that were designed by nature to be in my body. I stimulate my body's energy flow with exercise. I make time to rest, as stillness and tranquility are vital to keeping my mind and body rejuvenated. That's going to end the heart chakra reading, and I'll see you at the third chakra reading. Messages, guidance, and advice for and from the throat chakra. The throat chakra is about our truth, our communication, our self-expression. It's also where we accept other people's self-expressions as well. It's physically connected to our neck, our cervical vertebrae, that's the spine of the neck, the entire throat area, which is also connected to our voice, the volume of it. It's connected to our jaw, our teeth, and our ears. This is where we can set those boundaries with others. So I have two messages very strongly. The first is to let go. Whatever you're holding on to, just let it go. Trust in the divine. Trust that you will be caught and safe and stable and grounded. The next is to actually work with crystals more frequently. She's holding on to a purple crystal, which could be amethyst, meditating and feeling the energy and the healing powers that the natural earth has to offer. indecisiveness. I feel like there's so many options and paths and journeys that you have the opportunity to take, but you're so stuck in your head that you can't think of which route to actually take. What feels good and what doesn't? You can't necessarily start another project until you finish this one, and you can't really open up space for something new to come in if there's something filling it. Make sure you're closing the door on things and people that don't feel good to be around and to do. All right, 2 things. The first is the numbers, 2 7s right here. If you add them up, that's 14, and then you add the 1 and the 4, that's 5. Change, conflict, and chaos. It starts with your thoughts, and when you verbalize those, you're drawing more in. Don't get caught up in gossiping and talking poorly about other people. It's so easy to get sucked into negativity, but you do have the willpower to not engage or to even speak up for yourself and for others. When things are gone and they don't work out, it was meant that way. It's like trying to tape a dead leaf back on a tree. It shed the old so new and better and more vibrant things can come to the surface and can be born. Trust the process of life. You deserve happiness, but when you keep what's not meant to be in your life longer than its expiration date, you're gonna get sick, not just physically, but also mentally and emotionally. It's like drinking expired milk and eating expired food. The expiration date has passed. Get something new. Stop holding on to the past. It's not worth it. Journal about it. Journal how you're feeling, what happened. Journal what you get from this experience and what it has taught you, because everything is a lesson, even the smallest things, like how you go to sleep and random thoughts that appear. Everything is a lesson, and you can learn and grow from every possible thing on this earth. Close the door on what doesn't suit you, on what's not working. Don't settle for less. Declutter. Let it all go. I know holding on feels better sometimes, but it will feel so amazing to let go and so freeing. And just decluttering your mind, doing some releasing meditations will help you so much as well, such as the dirt method. Imagine that whatever experience, job, memory, person, whatever is keeping you cluttered and mentally stuck, imagine it as dirt on the ground. You're gonna vacuum it up, sweep it up, and throw it out, and then you can light it on fire. You can watch it be picked up from the curb. You can throw it in a dumpster. However you want to get rid of that trash, but let it go. There's another one where you can put everything that you're trying to release into a box, or you could do a suitcase. It could be a ship, whatever it is, and send it on its merry way in the ocean. Just let it leave. Say goodbye to it. Part ways. Right now, it's the perfect time for it. We're in a waning gibbous, when I'm recording it at least. So everything is releasing, and it's from the start. So this journey of releasing, it's gonna feel like a long time for it to fully heal. But it's gonna go so fast, you have absolutely no idea. It's like you're gonna blink and it's already done. So the chakra wisdom cards, I don't even wanna look at them yet. They're not going to be connected with the throat chakra in the sense of the card actually being the throat chakra. They might, who knows, I haven't seen them yet. But the messages are still meant for you for this chakra. So don't pay too much attention to which chakra it's actually connected to, and just listen to the messages. We have the third chakra, solar plexus, inner harmony. I trust my innate wisdom and respond accordingly. I do not allow my mind to create doubt or to override my strong gut feelings. I accept and express my feelings while accepting the feelings of others. I am at peace with myself and those around me, and I do not harbor unrealistic expectations of myself or of others. I release the need to control others. My personal power is free from ego and from any desire to manipulate or exploit situations or people. The foundation of all of my thoughts and actions is true in myself. Fourth chakra, the heart chakra, compassion and forgiveness. I have compassion for myself and for those around me. I let go of anger, resentments, and torments from the past, and I do not give my power away to those involved. Forgiveness is a gift I give to myself. I forgive myself for things I feel I could have done differently in the past, and I remind myself that my response could not have been any any more evolved than it was at the time. I am compassionate to those in need, as this shows them that they are not alone. I practice this by listening, sharing, understanding, and being of service. That's gonna end the throat chakra reading. Welcome to the third eye chakra reading. The third eye chakra is connected with our intuition, clear seeing, and clear hearing, which is also known as clairvoyance and clairaudience. It's our imagination, our dreams, and our perception. It's how we view the world. The guidance, messages, and advice from the third eye chakra is to have fun, release, and let go, to do some energy healing as well on yourself, and then you can do it online, in person, and just pursue that. Right now, you are taking the necessary steps to grow something that is truly a solid foundation that is way more abundant than you even realize, not only financially, but also emotionally. This is your happily ever after, your happy ending. However, enjoy the process. Don't focus on the destination, because once you're there, there's nowhere else to go. So focus on getting there and enjoying the process. You are working on your self-control, on your stability, and accepting what you can't control, while also working with certain deities and energies that are there to help you become more independent, reliant on yourself, open, and just passionate and fiery, really getting back to your roots. You are closing out all of these cycles while also having fun. This, I didn't even realize. It looks like a snake biting its own tail. She looks like she feels so safe. Honestly, it kind of looks like a dream catcher, which is perfect for the third eye chakra. Just making crafts. If you want to make a dream catcher, that would be fantastic and that would be really cool. But allowing your creativity to just flow out of you and to not focus on what you think you should do or what everyone else is doing. Basically, mind your own business and do what you want to do. Why focus on anyone else, including TV show characters? I just have this sensation of release, letting go, and feeling lighter in your life. Releasing what you can't control and what is not your burden to carry. Looking into runes maybe with shadow work and spells and rituals. Trusting your intuition, getting back to your roots, doing what comes natural to you and what comes intuitively to you, but also figuring out your right balance of action versus surrender and letting go. The chakra wisdom cards, most likely they're not the third eye chakra affirmations, but that doesn't mean that the actual mantras and affirmations won't resonate. The messages were still meant to come out in this chakra reading. We have the first chakra, base or root chakra, courage and faith. I embrace courage, faith, and adaptability as they are needed for me to overcome my fear of change or of the future. I regularly remind myself to be positive and open to possibilities, knowing that I am the creator of my own destiny. I embrace the warrior within me. I remind myself to be a warrior, not a worrier. I am not a victim. I feel the fear and I do it anyway. I am ready and eager to move forwards. Next, we have the seventh chakra, crown chakra, bliss. I seek and find peace, quietness, and moments of bliss in my life. I am persistent in this quest. I allow myself to feel divine presence radiating within and around me. I allow myself to create abundance and fulfillment and to live a life free of fear. Meditation is a part of my life. That's going to end the third eye chakra reading. Messages, guidance, and advice for the crown chakra. Immediately, there's so much swords. There's King of Swords, Knight of Swords, and Page of Swords. Every single court card except for the Queen of Swords. So it's very masculine energy for starters, but the crown chakra is about our connection to the universe and to our consciousness and to everything in existence. It doesn't have any physical connections. It's directly connected to our thoughts, but it is located at the top of our head and it's connected with our hair. Also, for the third eye chakra, chakra, that's connected to the pineal and pituitary gland within our brain. As for the crown chakra, it is our knowledge, our wisdom, our experience, and it's also our ability to learn. With the swords, this just hammers in the fact that our thoughts are so important, and everything starts with our thoughts. We plant a seed and it grows. There's a good mix between chasing, releasing, and trusting. The king, this man is wise. He is experienced. He has been through so much, but he is so free. And it's very simple energy, but there's so much transformation. And air teaches us to let go and to go with the flow. And it teaches us about strength. You can't even see air, yet it is so powerful, chasing what you want, but sometimes it's worth letting go when you know it's not meant for you. Don't chase, attract. Take action, but also surrender and let go. You can only control so much, and you can mainly only control yourself. You can't control anything outside of yourself. You're gonna be going through obstacles, but if you trust that you will make it through and you call on your own inner strength, you will. She was able to balance with her ideas, holding a book from one obstacle to the other. Research, thoughts, allow yourself to think outside of the box. We have two birds right here. Birds are about freedom. They are so strong, they can fly. Humans can't, and that's awesome. Embracing your own uniqueness and embracing your own skills. Honing in what you are great at and using that to your advantage. And even doing stuff that you may not be the best at, but you enjoy it. So you continue to do it, because when you strengthen a muscle, the more you do it, the stronger it gets. The less you do it, it starts to apathy and it starts to dissolve and weaken. You are a very mentally stimulating person. I'm getting both Aquarius and also Virgo energy, as well as Sagittarius and possibly Aries, and a little bit of Gemini, but mainly with the King of Swords, not so much the Page of Swords. You have a lot of information, and continue to grow and focus on what you want to learn about. Read more, put the phone down, put the screens down, nurture yourself, give to yourself, and give to yourself first. Do not give to other people, because how are you going to feed anyone if you don't have anything on your plate to even give and to share? There's nothing wrong with giving, but there's only something wrong with giving to others when you have nothing to give. You are not meant to provide the clothes off of your back to someone else. Your needs matter. Your needs should be taken care of first before you start to take care of anyone else. There is so much magic and abundance when you nurture yourself. You deserve all of your love, and you deserve to be loved. You have so much power. You are the universe. You are one drop in the ocean. Your thoughts, your actions, your beliefs, and your expectations are what are manifesting your internal and your external worlds. The frequency and the energy that you are is attracting those similar experiences. If you want to change those experiences, you need to change the energy that you are putting out. I say this all the time, but it's like trying to listen to FM radio if you're on the AM station. You cannot get that connection unless you match that frequency. Pay attention to your words, your thoughts, your actions, your expectations, and your beliefs. Question your beliefs, because we did not choose what we were taught, but we have the power to choose what we believe and what we continue to hold on to. Let go of what you don't even actually agree with. I feel like there's so much subconsciously that you're holding on to that you don't even believe in or resonate with, especially when it comes to stories about yourself, who you are, and what you believe and what you deserve. If you were surrounded by an environment that only talked poorly about themselves, you were taught that that is okay, and it's not. Why is it so normalized to treat ourselves poorly but looked down upon when we actually love ourselves and we're okay with how we are? It's a social conditioning to make women in particular, but everyone, to feel like they're not good enough, that they need these external things to make themselves feel better and to prove your worth and your validation. Let that shit go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Next, we're going to move on to the chakra wisdom cards. They may not align with the crown chakra, but the messages were still meant to come out in this reading. So just take the messages and kind of disregard exactly which chakra it was from. I'm going to do one at a time. I feel like let's not get ahead of ourselves and don't have so much on your plate. Don't bite off more than you can chew, both emotionally and physically. You can always add more, but it's so hard to take away if it's too much. We have the heart chakra, acceptance of self. It's time to rejuvenate myself by giving myself love. I accept myself the way I am, and I remind myself that I cannot feel any better about life than how I feel about myself. I will not wait a moment longer to accept myself. I honor what my body is asking for, and if I am unsure, I will ask myself, what can I do to be healthier and more balanced than I am now? I dwell upon all that is right in my life, not what is wrong, and I have gratitude. I accept myself. I accept my life as it is now, and I move forwards from here. I feel like that's exactly what I have been saying this entire reading. Second chakra, sacral chakra, reward myself. I know that I am truly worthy and deserve to receive the good things in life, and I give myself permission to have them. It is time to enjoy the fruits of my labors. I aim to incorporate and embrace fun and joy in my life. I realize that all work and no play is a recipe for energy flow disruption and exhaustion. I allow myself to experience and receive more pleasure in my life, and I am flexible and open to change. I am receptive to embracing activities and events that come my way, even those I may have avoided in the past. Lastly, we have the crown chakra, grace. The grace of a higher power is with me, and I move through life knowing this truth. I believe in a higher power, and I know it is within and around me, offering assistance and guidance. I surrender all my fears and burdens to a higher power. I am open to receive grace, and I trust in a higher power. I am worthy. So that's gonna end this reading completely. I really hope this resonated. Let me know how it did. Let me know what you thought. If you want to go any deeper than this, there is a link to an in-depth version of what the chakras symbolize, as well as how to heal and balance them. The link is in my description down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and hit that bell notification so you're notified every time I post. I will see you next time. Have an amazing day.